Alrighty, folks, we are back. Welcome to the channel. My name is MetroJohnny. We're back on our sim build, with the Portland Snowhawks. First year ever. We finished 6-9-1, and we kind of made this, first season draw out to like 6 episodes. So expect a more fast-paced, series after this. I like to take my time year one, but this off season, and we're gonna get done with the postseason, free agency, and draft, and we're gonna be all the way to week 1 when this video is done. So we got a lot to do here. So right off the rip, there's nothing else that we can do here. So we're gonna go ahead and sim to the Super Bowl. We've already scouted. I feel good as far as scouting the draft. We are gonna take a look at who performed, who didn't, who we need to replace, stuff like that as well before we re-sign players, because I don't care about overall. This is a sim series, so we need those guys that are out there performing on the field. We're gonna simply go for, we'll take their overall in consideration, but we want to focus on that, who's producing out on the field. And as you guys can see, man, wow, Saints versus Cleveland. Cleveland, man, EA is so generous to them. They always seem to make it for some reason. Manny Thomas gets an upgrade, so that's pretty dope. He's performing. And guys, I don't know if you have played NHL 21 or not. If you guys like managing, man, I wish we had those developers. The Madden group for EA sucks, dude, compared to those. Those guys do not get enough credit at all. So yeah, I don't really feel like scouting, we really need to scout too much more. We'll use the rest of these points, but after that, I don't think we're going to scout much more. We're just going to go best talent here. Earl Shelton. We don't really need wide receivers and stuff like that. I feel pretty decent at wide receiver, but like I said, we're just going for best talent there. So we're done with scouting. It's time for the offseason. Lamar, he gets the NFL MVP, so congratulations to him. Saints versus Cleveland. Who's going to be the first year Super Bowl winners? We're going to find out here. Probably going to be Cleveland. I'd like the Saints to win this. We'll see what happens. Hey, it's Cleveland. 42-28. Let's be real, guys. Cleveland, Cleveland fans, you got something to celebrate it for, at least here in this universe. Cleveland actually does good stuff. So here we go. This is the fun part here. Who gets to keep their job, who doesn't? Jason Sanders, I'll probably re-sign him. Fitzpatrick, probably won't bring him back. Then again, maybe. He sims pretty well. Jamal Williams definitely earned a spot on this roster, I do think. He is only 82 overall, but I feel if he would have gotten more carries, he was averaging 5 yards per carry. He would have been, that go-to guy if we gave him a little more carries. He didn't get that many carries. He did carry for the most in his career ever, and you see what he did. He had a career breakout. I don't want to let him go. It depends on how much money he's wanting. 3 years for 13.7 mil. That's perfect, because honestly, we'll let him go. He'll be hitting his 30s by the time his contract's up, and if he's not, if he's regressed, then we don't have to sign him. But he'll be at least a very strong backup for 3 years. I think this makes sense. We have plenty of money to spend. Let's throw 14.3 mil at him and see what we get. And he wants to stay. Jamal Williams, he is probably one of the best franchise running backs for Portland so far. Guys, another thing about NHL, you want to know what they do? They keep franchise history stats, not just NFL league. Could you imagine if Madden kept the Snowhawks franchise leaders? So the best running back that's played for Portland, or the best quarterback that's played for, NHL does that this year. So I can't wait. I'm going to be bringing a lot of rebuilds from NHL, hopefully, and I'm going to need my hockey fans to help me out in that regard, because I don't know anything about hockey, but I'm excited to do it. Solomon Thomas, let's see, he's 27 again. He's definitely a lot lower on that overall, so I don't think we're going to be bringing him back. He didn't play good at all this year, so honestly, he probably didn't even see the field that much. A lot of these guys, you know, we're not going to be bringing back. I don't really see much of anything here of why we would want to bring somebody back. We will offer this guy. He's young. We can still build upon him. I want to have depth. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, signing, you know, right tackles and stuff. 65 overall at that age is actually not too bad for a, you know, second string, third string possibly. We'll sign him to a 2-year deal worth $288. Let's see if he takes it, and he'll take it without a doubt. So that's gonna be it. I think we're gonna re-sign Sanders. He didn't play too bad either. We'll give him 2 years for $6.2 mil, and bam, the deal's done. And that's it. The rest of these guys we're gonna be letting go. Emmanuel Hall, I don't think he's normal dev. Let's just see really quick. 70 overall, yeah, he didn't even play. We're ready. So we're gonna have a lot of money going into this off season, which we should have. You know, new organization didn't really get to pick up that many players, so this is where we really make our team pop this year. You know, for the first time in a long time. Really quick before we do anything, let's go ahead and let some players go. Let's see. We can save some more money by letting a lot of these wide receivers go that were on the practice squad that we had to sign. I don't know why, but it happens every year. It's kind of annoying, honestly. 86 speed wide receiver. Now, get this guy out of here. So this is going to be a longer episode. A lot of this stuff I kind of like to cut out of the video, but since this is off season, this will be a longer episode in the series, I think. We'll see how much we can get done. I want to try and keep them shorter, at least 20 minutes every episode. I may let this one go, or I may just cut it in half. I don't know. 89 speed. Like all these guys, we don't need them. You know, we already have, you know, our wide receivers set. We don't need them. I wish you could turn off, you know, the practice squad filling. It seems like I don't know how to turn that off. It fills in the practice squad every year with nothing but wide receivers. It's kind of annoying because I end up having to do this every year, just cutting them. So that's gonna give us a lot of money actually. So this is our 5 though. We have 5. We don't really need any wide receivers. I'm fine with this core again. Terry McLaurin's doing great. Jamal Agnew grew decently. Hopefully he can continue, but he is a little older. He probably won't ever hit 90s, but that's okay. We're fine with that. How did our rookie do last year? Greg Crothers, should I say. How did he do? His rookie NFL debut, not too good. 11 recs. He didn't really get that much play time though, honestly. So, you know, you can't really blame him. He is 4th on the chart, so it's not his fault. I do think he'll be a decent receiver, maybe a good slot at some point. As far as the team goes, we could definitely use upgrades at any position. I'm not too worried about safeties. We have a strong Marcus Williams safety. Jalen Mills is not too bad, but honestly any position, we're gonna go for the most value at any position. You know, we have almost 46 mil to work with, so I'm not worried about money. Take a sip of my general manager coffee right here, and then wow, look at what we have available. Jari Alexander, I've gotten him on a a side franchise that I do that's not recorded, and he doesn't seem to I don't know, he's a hit or miss. Like he can sim really good and sometimes he can sim really bad. Does Fred Warner, honestly, Fred Warner, guys, wow, there's a lot of talent available here. Derwin James Jr., holy crap, that could really answer our safeties. Would be shut down safeties. Safeties are so easy to draft though, so I don't know if I want to go with that. Right tackle, honestly the offensive line is what I've struggled with the most at like drafting. Seems like it's really hard to get a good O lineman. He's 26. I think we're going for him first. Like if we want to build a franchise, we got to start up front. and getting that O-line set. You know what I mean? So we're going to offer this guy $5 million with 6.85. Let's see. So 35.4 mil total offer. That's 94. We're going to have to offer him more money than that, and I'm completely fine with doing that. 5.5 mil. Let's bump this up to fucking 7 mil signing bonus. It's a 98. We'll take that chance because it's not going to be a make or break. I think I don't want to go too much. I want to try and get as much as we can out of this. There's a lot of very good players available here. So Richard Sherman, I don't think we're going to go for him. Too old. We want to get at least some younger, decent players here. Running back Rashad Penny. We don't really need a running back. Like I said, we're set on running back. Quarterbacks, we're good. Manny Thomas, we're going to stick with him. Let's take a look at wide receivers. I mean, we could always use a guy, but I feel like we're fine for wide receivers for now. We don't really need anybody too great. We have Hutton, who's a star, 24 though. He's kind of older. He probably won't. We'll be lucky if he sees 80, mid 80s. Left guards. Honestly, that's not good enough upgrade. Can't really upgrade that. Right guards, we could go for 32 years old. I just don't want to spend that type of money, so we're not going to do that. But we will go for Braden Smith for the O-line. For the defensive side, J.J. Watt, too old. Don't want to spend that kind of money for a guy who's 33 and regressing. Even though I love J.J. Watt in real life, he's awesome. As far as direct tackle, we could go for Nicholas here, 25, 82 overall star. He'll probably grow to maybe, a very high 80. Doesn't seem like too many teams are betting on him. One thing I do wish you could do is like look at stats from this menu, but we don't need a direct tackle. But I was just saying that would probably be the guy we go. We have two strong, like our direct tackle is one of the best parts about this team, so we're fine there. And then we have Chase Young. It would actually really be nice if we could get that left in. Maybe we even bring J.J. Watt on a 1-year deal or something. I mean, how much does he want? 2 years? For 2 years for 42.8 mil? That's just ridiculous, dude. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Not even for J.J. Watt. Left outside linebackers, we could use Leon Jacobs. I think we're going to bring this guy in. It's not just about going for those top guys. We want depth as well. So we'll offer this guy 10 mil to come for 2 years. That'll put us on the board at 93. He'll grow. I think mid-80s. He'll be a good backup and maybe even a starter for the right outside linebacker or middle linebacker, depending on what we get. I think the biggest question here is going to be, do we spend money on Fred Warner, or do we try and spend money on a shutdown cornerback like Jari Alexander? Fred Warner, both have had injury history, so well, we could go for Vander. Vander, I mean, he's nowhere near at the skill level as Warner, but I mean, he's way less money, way less. Or we could try and go Jari Alexander, Derwin James possibly, because he's an X factor. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I think we're gonna go Vander here. We're gonna go Vander. I think save some money, get some nice depth. What's his injury? Let's see what his injury is at. 87, 87. Fred Warner's injury, because I want a guy that's healthy. 86, 78. Okay. Vander would definitely be better at staying healthy. We're going to go for Vander here. We're going to go for Vander. We won't have to break the bank. And he's a talented player. He's a talented player, 94. That's going to put us well above everybody that's trying to go for him. And then we may even be able to take a shot at, maybe we don't work on secondary quite yet. Maybe we try and get this front of the defense, solid. Maybe we go right outside linebacker and Harold Landry III. He's a superstar, 26 years of age. Again, we wouldn't have to break the bank. We'd get him for 5 years. So what happened, by the time he's 31 and regressing, we wouldn't have to sign him back if we didn't want to. Also, He's got a shit ton of traits. His injury's pretty solid, and his toughness is pretty great. I mean, and if we're going to go for somebody else, it's either going to be Alexander, whose injury would be, you know, questionable, especially that toughness. You know, like if he gets hurt, it could be career-ending. It could be season-breaking. You know what I mean? So do we want to spend that kind of money on a guy who can't stay healthy on the field? And then you take a look at Derwin James. I think this is the only other guy. And again, his injury is 83. So he's going to be getting hurt probably a lot more, but it's not going to be as serious. But he is an X factor. So that's the biggest woe about him. But I think, honestly, I want to get that front. I want to get that front set. Let's go for a guy who's ready he wants to sign a long deal contract. We'll offer him 86.5 mil. And that's going to put us at 91, well over Miami. We're saying, hey, Landry, we see you. You're worth the money. And we're going to stop there. So I feel like, you know, okay, four big, honestly, 3 huge contracts that we're trying to get signed. In Brandon Smith, Vander, and Landry. And then Jacobs is honestly a very good one as well. That's going to be a sleeper. Let's see if we can't get this. Let's see what we do here. I feel good. I feel good. Take a sip of that general manager coffee right there. Oh, you can't beat it. Accepted. Oh, rejected. Landry did reject it. Wow. Okay, so that frees up a lot of money. But hey, you know, 3 out of 4 will take it. I took a shot on Landry, and I guess someone must have outbidded us or something. That's okay. And it kind of sucks because we might have missed our chance on Alexander and all that. No, we didn't miss on him. Who did Landry go with? He went with Miami for less money. Wow. He just did not want to play with us. But a team like Miami, like, come on. Whatever. We could go for no, 27, 81 overall. Yeah, no. Cornerbacks, dude, Alexander's still available. But unfortunately, Derwin James isn't. Dude, Miami took him too. Wow, Miami's making moves out here, boys. Okay, I see you, Miami. I see you. I see the general manager of Miami making moves, but he ain't gonna beat me. All right, that's just, I'm not gonna let that happen. We have 21 mil left to work with. We could try and somehow squeeze Alexander in there. I just don't know, honestly, if that's really what I want to do. This video is getting kind of drawn out. We're at 17 minutes now. Let's see. I don't know. We don't need a direct tackle. We could use a left end, but I don't know. Again, I'm not spending that much money for him. Maybe a tight end upgrade. Honestly, I'm okay with it not having the best tight end for right now. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that. Honestly, dude, we have 21 mil. Let's see what we can offer Alexander. You know, let's see. I don't want to break the bank too much, but I mean, might as well, right? I'm just worried about that injury. That toughness is so low. You know what I mean? Like, because if he gets hurt, bro, we're screwed. We are screwed. And then we won't have money to really make any more moves. I don't want to take that risk. I know it seems like a big pickup right there, but I don't want to make that risk. Honestly, I think we're going to be fine with what we have. I am set for the team that we have. I think we're ready. You know what? With that being said, that actually frees up. We can make a move at wide receiver. We actually could make a move at wide receiver. Maybe get Michael Gallup for 87 overall. 26 star. Mike Williams. Anybody else that's like Dante Harris at 24 superstar dev. Oh, that's why you got to always look at all your options, kids. Dante Harris. Superstar, 79 overall, and he's still young. Honestly, there's some players that get drafted at the age of 24. I would like to sign this guy. Let's see what his injury is. 80, toughness 76. He's gonna be another. He's gonna be another chance here. Oh, he's 5'6", 170. I didn't know he was that small. Let's offer him a 3-year deal. and it's not going to be as much money, so we got to think about that as well. Like Alexander wanted long-term deal, big cash. This guy we could sign for a decent contract, and if it doesn't work out after the 3 years, we can let him go if he doesn't stay healthy. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna have to give him a little more money than that. And he's not really breaking the bank too much. So that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be the last move we make, is Harris right there. Hopefully it's the right call. And we'll see. The reason I'm not going for Alexander is, again, he wants that full long contract with big money. If he just can't stay healthy, we're kind of stuck in that. And oh, Harris declines. No one wants to come out and play for Portland, bro. No one wants to come out here and play for Portland. I mean, I don't blame them, you know, especially if these guys are ring chasing or whatever. That sucks though. I mean, who did he sign with? Why didn't he go? Why didn't he went with the Colts? They outbidded us even more. That's ridiculous. Okay. We can go Mike Williams. He's still available. 27. Give us 86. It would give us an 86 overall wide receiver. A second target for Manny Thomas. I think that'd be nice. He wants 4 years. Let's see. Injuries 84. Toughness 83. Okay, so he's a little tougher. 6'4", 220. He's like that perfect size that you would want. Let's see. 4 years. Puts him at 90. That puts us over the Jaguars. Let's do that. We have money to spend. Might as well make the bet, you know, use it all. There's no reason going into next year with like over 20 million. And he rejected too, dude. No one wants to come and play. No one wants to come and play for Portland. You know what? Screw them. They're going to regret it. You know what I mean? They're going to regret it when we're holding up that Lombardi trophy. They had a chance to come play for us, and they didn't take it. So honestly, I think we might actually be walking into next year with some money, because I don't really see anybody else in the free agency that I want to pick up, and plus it's closed. We can't do it anyway. So it's time for the NFL draft. So yeah, this is going to be a longer episode, it looks like. Then again, I don't want to drag this out for you guys, so I'm going to stop it here since this is actually perfect. We're just passing 20 minutes. I'm going to let this be the next episode. Then we're going to take on that NFL draft. But after this, I may let the videos go for maybe 30 minutes. But we're also going to be simming the seasons a lot faster, so you know, we'll be able to cover more in 20 minutes. We're not going to go game by game. We're going to sim halfway mark and then to the playoffs from here on out. So next episode is the NFL draft. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, see you guys on the next one. Peace.